Good Saturday morning is November 7th, 2024. Going to be another chilly day, but the winds will have subsided, so it won't feel quite as bad as it has been. Yesterday it wasn't even that bad as the day wore on. It got a little less windy, but it was still gusty at times, so still felt cold. So today is the last cold day for a bit, and tomorrow we're going to see highs get up into the 50s, although it's going to be kind of breezy. That is definitely going to feel much warmer than it has been for sure with the southwest winds. On Monday we get rain, and it will move in. We need the rain. Our drought's really bad, but highs could get up into the 60s. Same thing with Tuesday, although Tuesday may start off dry, and even Monday night and Tuesday look dry. By late Tuesday afternoon and evening, and then overnight and into Wednesday looks wet. Maybe there is a slight possibility that Wednesday night we could switch over to a brief period of some mixed rain snow. And then that would end pretty quickly, not too much to worry about. But another cold day then send them on Thursday with windy conditions. Still pretty chilly next Friday, but we do look like we've mild up after that. And we'll see that here as we go through the forecast. So here we are today. Ice bars are still kind of close together here this morning, but the winds will slacken off as we go through the day as the side becomes more dominant. And then as we move into the future here, now the winds are going to pick back up, and they're going to be out of the southwest. That's warmer. The high soar south, pumping that warmer air into the region. So we'll be definitely windy. Look at those ice bars. They're packed really close together. These are the lines of equal pressure. When they get close like that, we get really breezy. So we're going to be breezy tomorrow for sure, but it's going to be a warm breeze. Now here comes the rain. The first set of rain from the warm front and a disturbance here coming in on Monday. So here we go Monday, and the rain arrives. Rain moves through pretty quick, so it's not too much, but behind it, some mild conditions, and here's some follow-up moisture. So this is what's going to set us up for more moisture on Tuesday. And here we go. As we get into Tuesday, here's the moisture, more rain coming in. We need this rain, so it's good. This looks like a good little downpour here in this rain setup. As cold air did plunge pretty far south from the left, or the back side of it. So the question is whether or not another low pressure is going to form along this front and potentially bring some colder, some moisture to the colder side of the storm. Right now, I think it's going to lag just a little much. Here's the moisture increase, the additional disturbance. You see the colder line is setting up to our west. So it looks like we're going to be rain, but it is a pretty close call. So it is something we'll have to check because it could change over at least briefly to snow as this low gets a little more going in and brings down this cold air. This is the cold air that's going to come in for us on Thursday. So it's going to be a chilly, windy day. Look at the ice bars packed close together. The slow really gets cranked up here in New England. And we bring in another cold shot for at least a couple days. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to replay it here, but let's get through. So here we are. And then as we move in the future, though, you see the cold air is retreating to the northeast. And we get a little cool air just because of the orientation of the high, bringing some cold up against the mountains. So maybe not super warm yet on Friday. That's why we're in the 40s. But that high is trying to retreat. Still having a hard time. There is some cold air damming. That's the cold air getting filtered here east of the mountains. You can see it all the way down here. The reason why you can tell that is because of these sagging lines of isobars and where the high pressure system is bringing in that cool air. So maybe not super warm next weekend, but definitely not cold. And that finally gets this act together, moves on out. And now we're in a much milder pattern. This looks like 60s could return as we go into a week from now, a little over a week from now. 50s and 60s could return. I'm not going to be so concentrating on what disturbance or piece of energy are going to come through or things like that. But here's one. Goes to the south. It does bring a little bit of cooler air. Nothing really yet to write home about. We warm right back up after that cooler air. And then we go all the way out. We're almost at Christmas time here. And more moisture almost looks like a repeat here in the pattern. The question is whether or not this on the left coast, the west coast here, pushes way up high and starts to bring down cold air again. It is possible that right around Christmas or right thereafter, a cold blast will come in and bring us back into a colder pattern as we head into January. There's a lot of long-term modeling showing that trend. We'll have to see if it becomes true. Long-range forecasting is very hard to get right. So, again, let's just count on today. Not as windy, definitely still chilly. Tomorrow, windy, but warmer. Monday, rain and warm, highs up in the 60s. On Tuesday, rain later in the day. Overnight on Tuesday night and Wednesday, nice, good shot of rain possibly. Maybe a switch over to some rain snow mix late on Wednesday night. We'll have to see. Don't really count on it. Cold couple more days. Thursday, Friday, 30s, and then around 40 on Friday, and then maybe trying to warm up a little bit next weekend. We do get some of that cold air damming, so maybe not as warm as it could be, but then it looks mild as we head into the following week. And then we'll have to see if around Christmas time we can reinforce the cold air again. And hopefully that means chances of snowy weather if you're a snow fan. But anyway, as of right now, just enjoy the day, enjoy the weekend. It's going to be pretty pleasant, even though a little bit cold as we started off. Have a good one.